What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Homegrown Career Mode. This is episode number 40, and we start today's episode with some player training and also a brief look at the league table where, as you can see, with 5 games to go, despite our defeat to Manchester City in the last episode, we are currently 6 points behind league leaders Everton. It's crazy, man. Just 8 points separate the top 5 teams in the Premier League with 5 games to go. It's been a crazy season, and we are still in the hunt for the Champions League football next season, and perhaps the Premier League title as well. Why not, right? So heading to the first game of today's episode again on the back of that defeat away at Etihad Stadium in the last game of the last episode. Now welcoming Sean Dyche's Burnley here to St Mary's, where this season we've got the best home record in the Premier League season right now, taking on Burnley for the game, hoping to bounce back and return to winning ways here. And I've been contemplating, what is our strongest chance? What is our best chance of getting Champions League football next season, which is of course our aim? Is it to win the Europa League and go all the way in that competition now into the semi-finals, first leg comes in today's episode, or to finish in the top 4 and stay where we are between now and the end of the season? Well, I think it's the latter. So for the game I picked a really strong team. However, it was one of the fringe players that got a rare chance in this game that took the first opportunity. Harrison Reed was the only player in our first 11 I normally wouldn't pick, but I gave our number 23 an opportunity, and it's safe to say in 5 minutes he justified his selection because he took the chance. Brilliant little goal as well. Nice ball to James Ward-Prowse, takes his time, rolls it through, and a great finish through the legs of Nick Pope, nuts into the back of the net as he makes it 1-0 with his first goal of the season. So Reed getting the goal. I was thinking, with all the players out there, our first team players, I did not think it would be Harrison Reed that gave us the first goal. But 32 minutes in, how about this? You don't see this very often. It prompts me to use the Chris move. Is this a fake video? Saying, because it's a Doc's cutback, you rarely see it. But Gareth Bale sent through 1-1 against Nick Pope. And whilst he's still going for the golden boot in the Premier League this season, we know he's a team player. And as the Welshman picks out Theo Walcott at the far post, he strokes it home for his second goal in 2, his 6th for the year, as he makes it 2-0 to Southampton. So leading by 2 goals to the break, really decent first half display, 57% possession as well. We were in control from start to finish, really. Burnley had their chances, but every shot went off target. And the second half, with 22 minutes to go, we were still leading by 2 goals to 0. And Gareth said, yes, I love setting them up from time to time, but I also love finding the back of the net. He gets his 21st goal in the Premier League this season. That golden boot is his, man. Seriously, no one's taken away from Gareth Bale in the final 5 games. He will have that golden boot come the end of the season as he makes it 3-0. And wraps up the 3 points. So final score, Southampton 3, Burnley 0, back to winning ways on the back of that 5-goal thrilling defeat away at the Etihad Stadium last weekend. Delighted to get the win, and again, I really believe that our best chance of Champions League football next season is to stay in the top 4 in the Premier League. Yes, we're into the Europa League semi-finals, yes, we've got a great chance of going all the way in that competition, but doing it traditionally, staying in this top 4, I believe that's the route we should go after. So big win there, great to return to winning ways, and for the second game of today's episode, it was time for that first leg of the Europa League semi-final, as we would welcome Pep Guardiola's side to St Mary's for the first leg of the Europa League semi-final. Absolutely buzzing for this game. Of course, our first season in Europe this season. The board wanted us to reach the final, and based on the route we've had, it's been an incredibly difficult route as well. The group was, okay, easy enough for us, I suppose. We topped it and, of course, secured qualification with 2 games to spare. But the knockout stage is really tough opponents. We had Lyon in the round of 32, then Arsenal in the round of 16, Fiorentina in the quarters, and now Manchester City, the current champions of the Premier League, here at St Mary's in the semi-final tie as well. It's not been an easy task, but so far our boys have stood up to the challenge and passed every test with flying colours. So taking on Manchester City, lining up in a 4-3-3, I believe it was the same team they had when they beat us at the Etihad Stadium, so they were looking for consistency. But heading into the game, we had quite a few changes to our lineup for this one with Wolves on the weekend. We had a golden chance though, 10 minutes in to take the lead. Jeremy Martin played 1-on-1, but unfortunately I just couldn't keep my composure. Ederson rushed out, I panicked a little bit, should have tried to dink it over the Brazilian, still went for the finesse, and Ederson made the save, and eventually Manchester City cleared. So still 0-0, but 19 minutes in, unfortunately the one thing we were aiming to do in this game was avoid the away goal. Unfortunately, it did happen through Raheem Sterling, the former Liverpool man, latching onto a Gabriel Jesus knockoff, and a brilliant little finish there by Sterling into the bottom corner, left Angus Gunn with no chance as City had the opening goal. Such a quick goal as well. Launched the ball forward, De Bruyne there received it, Jesus played it in, and look at that for a finish. finish by Sterling. Weaker left foot, you wouldn't think it was weak based on that strike. Arrowed into the corner there, and Gunn, it was at full stretch, but it swerved away from its glove at the last moment as it found the bottom corner. So City in front, we had that away goal conceded. That was what we were looking to avoid, but unfortunately, just 20 minutes, City already had one in the bag. We tried to respond direct from kickoff. Victor van den Broek, who I've sung his praises so many times this season, our academy Belgian right back, getting a start in this game, was teasing Kevin De Bruyne, took it round him, whipped it into the centre, and Gareth Bale had that chance to make it 1-1. He's been good in the air this season, scored with his head in the last game, and unfortunately headed that one over as it was still 1-0. But we played really well in the first half. We were unlucky to be trailing heading into the break. James Ward-Prowse's free kick here went just wide of the post. It was still 1-0, and our final chance fell just before half-time. Brilliant through ball by Ward-Prowse. He picked out Sam Gallagher, and thankfully, just before we did head into half-time, we wouldn't be behind because Gallagher got his second goal in 2 Europa League games. He scored, 3 Europa League games. He scored in the first leg against Fiorentina, now the first leg against City as well, puts us back on level terms and no less than we deserve as well. But how about this for a ball by Ward-Prowse? Oh yeah, effortless half volley there with the outside the right boot. Such great technique there, and Gallagher, great finish to turn John Stones and pop it into the bottom corner for his second goal in, again, 3 starts in the Europa League. So 1-1 at the break. I felt we deserved to be at least on level terms. In the second half, City played well. They had some chances. This free kick by De Bruyne went just off target, a whisker wide in the top corner and behind for a goal kick, but that was how the game would end up finishing at St Mary's. Final score, Southampton 1, Manchester City 1, and it means it's just like in the round of 16 against Arsenal, it's the exact same situation heading to the second leg. We will travel away from home knowing we have to score, otherwise we will out. Chelsea and Roma in the other semi-final, that also finished 1-1 as well, so right now, both ties in the balance heading into the second legs, and away at the Etihad Stadium, we're still within a chance. I would have liked to have not conceded an away goal in that game and kept ourselves the clean sheet we so sorely wanted, but just like the Arsenal game, we're still in it. We're still in it. City might have the advantage, but we know we overcome Arsenal doing that, and hopefully we can do the same to City as well in the semi-final. So second leg coming next episode, and hopefully we will be able to reach the Europa League final, just like the board were asking for. But following the game, we had an academy update, and also free use scouting reports as well, where as you can see right now, our 2 best players in the academy are Florian Tice, who looks fantastic, a Belgian right back, and of course Riley McKenzie, 65 rated 17-year-old Scottish centre forward, looks absolutely fantastic. I'm very excited about the Belgian right back as well, looks really, really good. And of course McKenzie, already 65 rated with some great technicals, man. Very excited about the Scot as well. But for the third and final game of today's episode, we will return back to Premier League matters and take on Wolves away at Molineux, right now just outside the relegation zone. And with 4 games to go, Everton have finally been knocked off top spot, but there's just 4 points separating first to fourth. Liverpool now take the lead in the race for the Premier League title, but it's unbelievable, man. 4 games to go, 4 teams going for the title, 4 points separating all 4. Liverpool, Everton, Leicester City and Southampton. We are the underdogs, we are the outsiders looking in. We've got the worst goal difference record as well, which of course could play a factor based on how tight the season's been so far, but we're still not giving up on the Premier League title yet. We could still do it, why not, right? But for the third game, taking on Wolves right now. Both teams desperate for points at opposite ends of the table. First chance fell to us early though. We were looking to put our stamp on the game right from the beginning, and we should have done so as well. Gareth Bale, who was 90% to start the game off, we had to start him, our talisman this season, hits the post, and eventually Wolves were clear. But it was all Southampton in the first 25 minutes. Nathan Redmond was then denied by Rui Patricio, as the Portuguese goalkeeper made a great save there, and it was still goalless, but it was just one of those games where it was only a matter of time before we would find a deadlock. We were on fire, we were peppering Wolves' goal with shots. Rui Patricio was standing up to every task though, as it was still 0-0. Once again, Gareth Bale denied there for a second time, but it wasn't to be denied for a third time, as he heads in the corner and makes it 1-0. And Bale this season, 22 Premier League goals. I wish you could have like the statistics like you get in FM, where you can find out how the players actually scored the goals over the course of the season, because Gareth Bale, he scored a lot of his goals this season with his head, and there's another one there. It's 22nd of the year, makes it 1-0. Finally, the deadlock was broken, and as soon as we got our first goal, we knew we could play without pressure then, knowing we had the lead. We then made it 2-0 7 minutes later. Nathan Redmond, who was denied by Patricio earlier, made it 2-0, smashed it past the keeper and into the back of the net. Go celebrate the fans, and a lovely goal by Redmond as well. He's really picked his game up this season too. At the start of the season was struggling, wasn't playing well at all, and of course last season was one of our best players in the entire campaign. This year, much better in the calendar year, but that fan was not impressed. I knew there was a reason why I was showing the celebrations there. That fan was not impressed, was he? But I certainly was. Nice little cut inside by Nathan, and a great finish was third of the year. We definitely deserved the 2-goal scoreline at the break. Wolves had dominated possession. We've been the far better team. But in the second half, this was hilarious, man. At half-time, I was thinking, should I take off Gareth Bale? He's tired. He wasn't 100% starting the game either. With 2 goals up, we've got City on Thursday night. Should I take him off? Well, it's safe to say I was glad that I didn't take him off, because right from kickoff, we played it back to him, and Gareth Bale scored the goal of the series. He ran the whole length of Wolves' half of the pitch, bamboozled so many players, and then cut inside to shoot with the left foot and found the back of net. What a solo goal by Bale. And this season, I've tried so hard not to admit we're a one-man team. When Bale's doing that sort of stuff, yeah, we're a one-man team. I'm glad to admit it now. But 23rd goal of the season for Gareth Bale. You'll be pleased to know I took him off directly after that, though. You've got to wrap this guy up in cotton wool, man. Seriously, with City on there Thursday night. But it was 3-0 to Southampton, and 3-0 became 4-0 3 minutes after the hour mark. Lloyd Isgrove, who came off the bench for Gareth Bale, funnily enough, smashed it into the back of the net, made it 4-0. And like I said, this Premier League title could be decided on goal difference based on how tight it's been this season. We had the worst record out of the 4 teams heading into today's episode. Now we bumped it up to the second worst record, as Everton now have the worst with plus 14, I think it is. But great to get a 4-0 win there. 7 goals scored and none conceded in our last 2 victories. A brilliant win for the Saints, and we are not giving up on this Premier League title just yet. There are 3 games to go. We jump up to 3rd place. There are teams that have a game in hand, but it's going to be a thrilling finale to the Premier League campaign. Are we going to stay in the top 4? I'd like to think we've done just about enough. We're still not home and dry yet, but are we going to win the Premier League title? We're 1 point behind Liverpool with 3 games to go. 1 point separates 4 teams. Can we hang on and stay in the top 4, and can we win the Premier League title? It's going to be a crazy finish. Don't miss the final episodes, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon. Bye.